Hey, what's up, and welcome back to another
Oh, I
opinion
remember
video.
this guy. He was an asshole.
So, this topic actually wasn't supposed to come up yet. It was supposed to come up further down the road, but it's been something that's been bugging me for the past couple of days enough that I'm just like, let's do an opinion video on it. If I can make it through this video without crying, we're gonna do awesome. If I can't,
Than I am. Hey, you
I
still
might
got the
restart
criteria
it and keep trying until I can get it through.
Keep it.
So this may or may not have been the first take,
Covering those things.
but you'll never know. So, with that being said, like, the other thing you have to know is, like, I have 3 sets of grandparents. So I have the grandparents on my dad's side, and then I have the grandparents on my mom's side. The grandparents on my mom's side got divorced when she was younger, so they obviously got remarried. So I have a grandpa and a grandma for both of them. And when I was younger, a lot of people would say that I look exactly like my mom. And it's kind of something I've been running from, like, my entire life, I guess you could say.
Oh, come on. Are you serious?
In the sense that I feel
feel
like if people tell me enough times that I'll be exactly like her, like, in some part of me will feel like if I'm exactly like her now, then I'm, I guess, destined to be exactly like her. But I don't want to be exactly like her, because I don't understand how a mother can leave her children. Because with my nieces and nephews, even though they're not mine, like, I could never leave them. I would definitely murder somebody if they touched them. But I can't understand how somebody would leave them. And not that my siblings have left their children, they haven't. Or their spouses, and they never will. I'm set on that because they love their kids unconditionally. And that being said, when I went to my grandparents' house for the first time, like, meeting my grandpa was in the high school. And I remember we were driving down there, and, like, the entire ride there, like, I started feeling, like, sick to my stomach because I was nervous about what could possibly happen on this vacation. For somebody we haven't met, somebody who doesn't really know us, but they're supposed to love us unconditionally. And
I am deeply sorry that you
sorry. And so when we get down there, my grandpa, you know, is like, hey guys, and, like, came up and hugged us and stuff and told us he loved us and how good it was to see us and everything like that. And he comes up to us and he's like, well, how about, do you want to go see Grandpa Margaret? And I was like, yeah. So he's like, well, she's actually in the pool. So we go to walk down towards the pool, and we, like, get led inside, and my grandpa, like, I was one of the last ones to walk in, and so my grandma, like, hugged my siblings and was like, oh, it's really good to see you and all that stuff. When she got to me, she grabbed my face and kissed my forehead and told me how much I look exactly like my mother. And, you know, me being a teenager, like, that really hurt because it's something I was running from, and it's something that I didn't want them to say, but it's obviously going to happen since they haven't seen me at all throughout my life. And my mom actually kind of just disappeared for a good 15 years of everyone's life. So she wasn't in her dad's life, she wasn't in her mom's life, she wasn't in our life.
Have you seen the bathroom yet?
And so when I talked over Christmas, actually, I was looking through the mail to see if there was anything for me, and I saw my grandpa's name. And it was a letter addressed to my sister, and I was like, well, if my sister can have a relationship with my grandpa, being long distance and only seeing us possibly once in our lives, like, maybe I could too. So I called my grandma that night, started talking to my grandma, and was like, so Brittany got a letter from Grandpa. And then we kind of talked about it, and I was like, do you think that I could have a relationship with him? And she was like, yeah. And I'm like, but I don't even know what to say to him. And she's like, well, the first thing you could say is hi. So I've been thinking about that, and I think I'm going to do it. But at the same time, like, I'm kind of scared too, because my mom passed away a couple years ago, and
This is not how I operate.
Keep thinking about how much it's gonna hurt
Vasquez.
for them
I
to
got you.
essentially see the
So let's all
reincarnation
get
of
friendly
them
real
in her
fast.
daughter.
I mean, I'm trying. Aren't I trying?
So that's
Huh?
kind
Aren't I trying?
of
You're trying.
making it so
Let's try.
I don't want to,
My name's August.
because I can always
What's
see the pain
yours?
from other people. And I don't want to have to see the pain from my grandparents of them being like,
Isn't that what
well,
I said?
Sure.
hello, daughter. That's not my daughter. That's actually my daughter's daughter.
And let's do this so we can move on. with our
And
lives.
that was stupid. Anyway,
Okay,
so
let's see the
when I
money.
went to my grandma's house this
No, I know how
couple
this
a
works.
year ago,
We see
maybe
the
2 years
merchandise
ago,
First, then you see the money.
we
Yeah.
actually I think it
Alright,
was last year.
The baby wants its bottle. Fine.
My grandma was giving us pictures to take home, and she's like, yeah, you can take these home, like, you can have them, and stuff like that. And I was like, okay, cool. And I was looking at a picture that looked like me, like, it was fairly sure it was me. So I asked my grandma, like, when she got this picture, because I don't remember wearing those clothes, and I don't remember taking the picture, and she told me that it was my mom.
What?
And
I
at that moment, like, I was kind of mad at myself because
got a feeling.
What feeling?
Look.
I let
you
myself
said when I started to get a feeling
believe
about
that it was
something, I
me
should
and
tell
it
you,
was
and
actually
that
my
we should
mom.
walk away.
And everything I've been running from my
What are you
entire life,
possibly
like, just
feeling
came back
right
to me
now?
all at once.
We're
And
almost done.
We're good
I-
here.
I
Everyone
didn't
relax.
like that
Just wanna buy the
I was
key from
supposed
August
to.
and go.
Yeah.
I looked
Just
like
wants
my
to buy a
mom,
key
and everyone thought I was
from
my
me.
mom. And when my mom did get in contact with me again, like, after 15 years, she told me
I just don't like it. They've had
that she
this
only had one question for
dumb
me, and that was
attitude
how
on their
long
dumb faces since
or
the
how
moment they
tired
walked in.
am I of
What are
being
you
told
talking
that I
about?
look exactly like her.
Why?
You
When
know,
they
I was
show you the
so
body,
mad
huh?
that that was
What's
the
up with
first
that?
thing she
Sasha?
could possibly
They
ask
will.
me
Oh,
was
yes,
how
sir.
tired I
Oh,
am
no,
of her
sir.
looking
And,
at
oh,
me,
I have the
or
money
have
we agreed upon
people
right
tell
here.
me how I look exactly like her.
Nobody does
So I was so
that.
mad I told
And
her that I don't get
especially
that, that I
Hyperion
get
monkeys who
that
prefer
people
a small
tell me that I
village
look
than
like my
talk things
sister
through.
or my dad.
I mean,
And
look at that guy. Look at his
it made me
face.
mad enough
What's wrong with his
that
face?
Hey,
um,
Sasha.
right after
Sasha,
that
listen
she
to
was
me.
like, well, that's all I've been
know you
hearing
don't trust
is how you are
Hyperion.
my identical
And I
twin.
know you have zero
And it pissed me
reason to
off, and I
trust us,
wanted
but
to
I'm
even
telling you,
stop
you're
talking
not
to her at
like
that
those
point.
assholes. In fact, you're
But a
trying to
part
get
of me
back
was
at one of
like,
the worst
I
assholes
want
out there,
answers
and
for
you
my
need
past,
that
like,
key
because I
to
can't
do it. So
understand,
please,
as I said
take the
before,
money.
how a mother would
Let
be
us screw
willing
over
to
one
leave
of
a
the
child.
biggest jerks on Hyperion. Please.
So that's like with my thing is like,
So you're saying
I'm
there's
always
people
worried
that
that
used to screw over some
that's how my
wretched
grandma
Hyperion
looks at me,
stooge?
as a
That's
constant
exactly
reminder of her
what
daughter. But at the same time, like, I know my grandma loves me, and I know that
Awesome. Let's do this.
she knows I'm not my mom,
Just wait.
August, everything's fine now.
and that I'm not going to be my mom.
I don't know. You
And
really think?
No,
Well,
it's okay. The feeling's gone, August. Let's do the deal.
I think that's
I don't
where I
know.
want to end this, actually.
Maybe today's not right
But
for this.
if you have that kind of situation with your
Things are
grandparents,
weird.
like,
If
you know,
have a feeling about this.
you're still you.
August, Bobby,
You'll always be
come
you.
on now, a deal's a deal. We didn't come all the
And
way down here.
even if people like
sorry,
are like,
guys, I was-
oh yeah,
I thought I
you're
was
exactly
gonna
like
do
this person,
Vasquez,
you're destined to be
and
like
now
this
this,
person. That's
I
not
just-
true. You're
I
you're
just think
you.
We should call it off until I
Keep
think
believing
we
that,
should swear.
and
Maybe another time, fellas.
I don't know
Hun,
where I'm going
we're
with this
here.
anymore.
We should just do this. Really.
No,
But
made up my mind. August, wait.
I think we're gonna end it here
This is your
actually. So
department. Do something.
have a good day.